All right, welcome to the Quarantine Check-In. My guest today, the very funny Ella Horwedel. Am I pronouncing your last name right?
Yeah. Yep. Thank you.
How are you doing during this time of quarantine?
Um, it's been interesting. Today I had a teeny mental breakdown, but other than that, it's been fine.
I had mine yesterday.
Yeah. I feel like
And
it comes in waves.
it comes like every other day.
Yeah. It's
So
hard.
it is. It is. I see you're surrounded by all that art. Is that
Yeah.
from you over the last 3 weeks, just doing all that stuff?
I wish. Yeah. No, you can see all the check marks I've been making. No. I think it's from when I was like 2 or 3.
Really?
Yeah. It's all
Okay.
kid
So
art.
before we start, you were telling me that's your mom's art room. Does she think everything you and your siblings have ever done?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know if it's a violation of privacy, but it's a lot of art going on in here, a lot of antiques.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she's a little bit of a hoarder.
I won't say either way, but shit, that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Her birthday was on Saturday, and so we played a game where we took 10 things from this room and see if she noticed which ones were missing. She got 6 right, which is alarming, but
That means she goes in there every day and does an inventory.
yeah, she just knows. It's like a
Um,
cat.
so you're still in school. How's school going?
School is almost done. I have like 6 more classes left and then I'm done till June. But I don't know. I have no motivation. A lot of professors have been relatively inflexible, which has been pretty frustrating, but it's okay. We're almost done.
So that's awesome. So do you graduate in May,
Yeah, well, I was supposed to, but yeah.
and then you start grad school in June?
Yep.
You are not giving yourself a break.
Nope. But all the classes in June will be online just because of the situation. So that'll be nice. It was originally supposed to be like 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. like 6 days a week, and I don't know if they're gonna change that now because most of it was field work. So we'll see. But yeah, it's a
So
lot.
I see you're wearing a Laugh Fest hoodie.
Yep.
Were you part of this year show?
Yeah, I did the college showcase.
How was it?
It was fun. It was really fun. I had no idea what to expect. It was a fun crowd. Really packed. It was nice. It was right before the Dirty Showcase too, so we got to see some of those guys perform, and it was really fun.
Cool. Was that your first festival?
Mhm. Yep.
So I don't want to bring up a sore subject, but you got accepted to Skankfest, Texas, or
I did.
what's going on with that?
It's being postponed until September. It's actually rescheduled for my birthday weekend.
That's
So
awesome.
I hope it happens. Yeah. But I was very excited. It's gonna be really fun, I hope.
That's a pretty big honor to get accepted into that festival
Thank
for
you.
as long as you've been doing comedy. And
Yeah.
I will
Two
say
years.
you're hilarious. I love your
Thank you.
stuff.
Thank you.
Um,
Likewise.
thank you. I love the fact that you are so unabashedly dirty in your stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely been a problem for some shows, but
Oh, I can gather it. I've had the same issues where some people have told me I'm too dirty,
yeah.
and I don't consider myself dirty.
No, I think you're pretty middle ground.
Yeah, but yeah, well, we'll talk about that offline. So, how did you get started doing comedy?
I started my sophomore year of college. I was in a really, I don't know, I had a really shitty freshman year of college, and my boyfriend at the time was in improv, and
Oh
I
no,
was like, yeah.
why? Why would you do that?
We were dating, we met in high school, so he started doing improv after we dated, so it was nothing out of my control, but he did improv, and he seemed to have a really good go of things in his first year, and I was having a terrible time. We broke up, sophomore year happened. I was like, you know what, I'm funny, I'm gonna do improv. And then I got rejected from all the groups I auditioned for. And then I was like, you know what, I can do acapella. I sang for 7 years, and then I got rejected from all the acapella groups. And then I was like, fuck it, what doesn't have an audition? And it was stand up. So I tried it and liked it and kept at it.
There's kind of an audition.
Kind of, yeah. But the club at U of M, it was like, that's where I started. They have a stand up club, and it was like, go write stuff, perform. Like, there's no like strict cut, which was nice, I think.
So you've been doing comedy for close to 3 years.
Yeah, but I took like an 8-month hiatus when I was in Europe.
Okay.
like 2.5.
So that might have been why I just didn't start seeing you until this year then.
Yeah. Well, I didn't take it seriously until like August of this year, or 2018.
Yeah, I think the first time I saw you was in either an open mic at Ridley's or Detroit to LA.
Yeah, Detroit to LA. Yep.
And I thought you were hilarious. And I don't remember how the audience reacted, but I was like, man, this girl is just, she goes there and that's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a fun show. I think Demetrius won that round. Or advanced that round. Yeah.
He had the best set of the night.
Yeah, he's super funny.
Yeah, he's a great guy. It's funny, the first time I ever saw him was right when I moved back to Michigan. He hosted a competition over at the Joy Manor, or in the basement of Joy Manor, and no, it was in the top of Joy Manor.
Uh-huh.
It was probably one of the worst sets I had ever seen.
Oh no.
And I'm like, I hope I'm never on a show with him again. Then about a year later, we were at Art of Armageddon beach party.
Uh-huh.
And he went and probably had one of the best sets I've ever seen. It's like,
yeah.
I'm like, that guy has grown in the years since I last saw him.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite comics, and some of the videos he's been putting up.
Yeah, the quarantine one, the Dancing Queen, whatever.
Yeah, I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah. Every time I've seen him, he's like fucking murdered, and I think his writing is really funny, and he's super nice too, and he's also younger, so I don't know, I respect him. He's very funny.
It's funny, he did the show at Green Brain Comics, and he walked up before the show, goes, hey, I just wrote a whole new set, is it cool if I do it? And
I was at that show. Yeah.
In my mind, I'm like going, oh, please don't. And my mouth like, yeah, sure, go ahead. And he fucking killed.
Yeah, he told it was like a Roomba sex robot bit. I don't even fucking remember, but I was like, how? That's so creative. It's so funny.
Yeah, he's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what was your first real show that decided an open mic?
First real show? Oh, okay. It would have been, so Tony Klee did Something to Do, and so I had gone to that mic probably 4 or 5 times at Club above the Heidelberg, and then he started producing these like pro shows that he'd done with like Josh Adams and Jeff Horst and Ron Taylor. So the first paid real show I did was one of those pro shows in the study hall lounge, I think, for Josh Adams.
Okay.
Yeah. And that was fun.
What kind of audience did you have for that?
It was a good audience. I was hosting, so it was a little nerve-wracking. I would say there were probably 30 people there, but it was a more intimate setting, so it didn't seem super empty. It was good. It was fun. Josh killed.
Oh, Josh is awesome. First
Yeah.
time I met him was at the first Rumble I ever did,
Mm-hmm.
and he opened the show to warm the audience up.
Oh, okay. I'm like, he didn't fucking compete, did he? That's not even fair.
He didn't compete, but I was the first one in the Rumble, and I had to go right after him.
Oh, jeez.
But how the fuck do I compete with that?
Yeah, I feel like you need like a 3-hour just pause for everyone to like recollect. That's crazy.
It's like there are some comics you don't ever want to go after.
Mm-mm.
He's one, Ron Taylor is the other.
Yeah. He's very funny. They're both super funny.
Ron is great. I hope he comes back here soon so I can put him on more shows.
Yeah. He was here in like December.
Yeah, he did Laughs and Lair. He came in and did a guest spot.
Oh, cool.
And it was weird because all of a sudden you realized that there is all of us and then Ron Taylor.
Yeah.
His set was so polished.
Yeah.
And you can tell he's been doing it for what, I think 8 years, 6 years?
I don't know. He's in his mid-20s? Mid to late 20s?
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I think he started pretty young.
But he's great. It's like there's so much great talent that has come out of the city.
Yeah. It's actually very impressive. I was talking with Carl over the weekend, and he was telling me all the people that he was kind of coming up with when he had first started, and they're all like in LA incredibly successful now. And I'm like, holy shit, that's very cool.
What are your end goals?
End goals, Jesus. I don't know. I think I'll be in Ann Arbor for at least till the end of 2021, June 2021. And I think after that, I want to probably move to Chicago for a few years because I know I want to work. I want to do something I actually like during the day. I don't want to do like a sales job or retail because I want to kind of be spiritually edified in my workplace and then do stand up at night and have kind of a balanced life so that I'm not going crazy. So I want to do something social work related in Chicago or teaching related, but I don't know. We'll see. If stand up becomes a priority, then I'll roll with it. But
I mean, think about it. You just got accepted to Skankfest, which opens the door to a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, which is exciting.
If you get noticed there, would you maybe put school on a hiatus and go to LA or New York?
I don't know. I feel like, I mean, I'm 21. I kind of want to get a master's just in case stand-up doesn't work. I have something to fall back on. It would be slightly more employable than just having a bachelor's in English. But I mean, yeah, it's definitely something I've considered because there are a lot of festivals that I want to do in the next year or so. And I'm like, I don't know how it's going to work with school. But yeah, I have a lot to consider. I've been thinking about it a lot. And then this all happened. So now I have no idea, if we're going to be in quarantine for another 6 years, 2 months. Like, I have no idea what to expect.
I think it's going to be a slow rollout.
Yeah.
Starting middle of May.
Yeah, that's good. I think people will start going back to work in May, and I think people will start going to shows in like June, July, August.
I think August for shows.
Yeah.
At some places. I think smaller venues, they will start letting shows happen probably end of June, July. That depends if the venues survive after this.
Yeah, which is scary.
Well, I think I keep on changing my stance. I think the comedy clubs are going to be okay for the most part.
But like all the indie places and stuff and the bars.
Yeah, like I'm worried like 2 of my venues might not make it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sucks. Are they like venues as stand-up venues or just the whole venue as a business?
It's a business. Like,
oh, Jesus.
Like, I'm worried about the comic shop because, they've been closed and they're not getting product right now. So
yeah,
hopefully they can survive. But
yeah.
And we were going to start a new show back in March, and like the day the quarantine happened, we had to cancel that show.
No. Where was it?
It was going to be at Embrew in Ferndale.
Oh, cool. Ferndale's fun.
It was me, Mandy Stark, Jaime Polina, and Tiffany Perkins who were all producing the show.
Nice.
And we put out free tickets. We had, I think, between 40 and 50 were taken.
Oh, wow.
And the place was going to be packed. It was going to be a great first show.
Yeah. Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, I was looking forward to it, and hopefully they'll have an appetite to do comedy if they come back from all this.
Yeah. I'm sure they will. And if is it a bar or a brewery? Yeah, I'm sure they'll probably recover.
Hopefully.
People will need to drink after this, but
it's weird. I think some people are going to be afraid to go out once this is all over.
Yeah, I agree. Because I wasn't initially, I'm like, there's the one side of people who are like, I need to get out. Blah. But on the other hand, I mean, I work in retail, so I'm like, I don't want to go back to work because, I mean, there are places like in Japan, they reopened stuff and they've had a resurgence in cases. And I'm like, I don't want to be one of those people that has to go to work and see people every day and then get COVID because I'm constantly exposed. So
Are you working right now?
No. I have unemployment, technically.
What retail place did you work at, or do you work at?
I work at Cherry Republic, which is a cherry goods store. It's very niche.
All right, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Who goes to Cherry Republic?
You would be fucking surprised. It's very specific. So it originated in Glen Arbor, and then they had a second one in Traverse City. They have a whole like enterprise, like restaurants, shit, very cute. So everything's made out of cherries. And the catch is that we have free samples out of like almost all of our products all the time. So people come in and eat stuff. It's packed. Like, it's crazy. I'm like, how is this place in business? But it is like during Christmas season, it's like probably 100 people in this tiny store. Like, it's crazy.
Now, is the only song you play there the really bad late 80s, early 90s metal hit, Cherry Pie by Warrant?
No, we just play Cherry Bomb. No. We play, I don't know, we have like a few playlists we're allowed to play, and they're usually pretty not to my taste, but.
Now, is the people who go there mostly blue-haired old women?
No, mostly white-haired old white women.
Okay.
I think our demographic is clearly the most liberal. We're the furthest and also the only, I think, liberal city where they have one. Well, I guess Traverse City's kind of liberal, but I think even in our like manual, they're like, yeah, we cater toward like middle-aged white women, like upper class middle-aged white women. I'm like, that's kind of strange, but yeah, it's interesting.
I could never go into a store or fathom a cherry store just existing.
Yeah, no one can, but it's there. Andrew Yang goes in there all the time. Well, he used to when it was open because we do free wine tastings because we have cherry wine. So we'd always get plowed doing wine tastings. That's how I found out his wife was pregnant because they came in to do a tasting and then she was like, oh, none for me. And I was like, oh my God, are you pregnant? And it was very exciting. But
that is exciting. I'm gonna miss him because he said he was retiring from comedy.
I know. I am in a deep state of denial about that, but we'll see.
So do you guys ever fight Banana Republic?
We actually I think had a lawsuit. They sued us for like, I don't know, what's that one, like plagiarism? I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, copyright infringement. That's the one. And I think we won the suit and they were saying like, oh, that's too close to our name. But I mean, they're copying actual Banana Republics like in Latin America, so I don't know how they have their name. I don't know. But we do have one like nut mix.
Banana
with
Republic.
bananas in it.
Banana Republic refers to a dictatorship.
Yeah. Does it?
Yeah, like it's called the Banana Republic because it's not a real democracy.
I thought it was like the United Fruit Companies exploiting Latin America.
No. I'm Wikipediaing it just to
Okay.
look stupid.
Fact check it.
You know, I don't have a big staff here. I'm my own staff.
Call the producer. Gotta get all your interns.
Banana Republic describes a politically unstable country with an economy dependent upon the exportation of limited resource products such as bananas or minerals.
Mm.
So we were both wrong. Why would a store name themselves after that?
Yeah, it's still weird. It's like calling a store slave labor. I don't know. It seems strange.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if someone actually does that. Of course, they're a Trump supporter who would do that. All right, let's get back to comedy. So what has been your biggest bomb so far?
My biggest bomb. I was hosting a show in Clinton at the 12, I think it was the 12 restaurant, I think that's what it was called.
Okay.
I think Dustin's show, he had me host, which was nice. But I ate shit for like 10 minutes. There was like a 10-year-old kid at the table, like literally 3 feet to my left. And the mom like stood up in the middle of my set, got her like whole 10-person family to stand up and like huff out. And I was like, we advertised it as adult material. Like it didn't say it was a family-friendly show. So that was pretty bad. And then I didn't get any laughs. And it was packed, like probably 60, 70, 80 people and just like nothing. And I was like, oh, kill me. And then I had to keep going up because I was hosting and I was just like, I am not in the mood for this. But it was okay.
That sucks. I think you were with me on one of my worst bombs. Was it the Tecumseh Brewery?
Oh, yeah.
This crowd was small and I walked half of them. I felt so bad.
That kept happening toward the end of that show. Because I went to I think the last 3 or the last 4. And it was like small crowds and then people getting pissed off and people behaving erratically. And it's not good.
How do your parents react to your jokes?
They like them for the most part. My dad likes my humor a lot. I think I get a lot of it from him. We have very like similar inappropriate humor. My mom likes it less, obviously. I think she thinks it's vulgar. And then she will commend me. She's like, some of it is creative and that I respect you for, but most of it she thinks is unnecessarily vulgar, which is fair. But then I don't remember, she was talking with one of my stand-up friends who's also a woman. I don't remember which one, and she was like, oh, like, this is, like, quite feminist of Ella, like, she's doing a lot of jokes that men would do, and then my mom was like, yeah, like, what you're doing is really feminist. I'm like, bitch, I've been saying this, like, but, I mean, they're very supportive. They drive, like, my dad drove to Traverse City with me in the beginning of March, did, like, a round trip to Traverse City.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's really cool when parents are supportive of their kids doing comedy.
Yeah.
When I first started out, I was at this club in Kansas City called Stanford and Sons, and their open mic that night was headlined by this porn star comedian because she was from Kansas City, and her parents and grandmother were there.
Oh,
And
that's cute.
she's on stage talking about getting gangbanged, and all I could do was turn towards her grandmother and just think, you are so proud. You are so proud of us. But she was laughing. Her grandmother was laughing.
Oh, that's awesome. No, that's good. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the stuff I say, none of it's true, but I feel like if you're a porn star and you're talking about getting gangbanged, there's probably some truth to it. So that would make it more uncomfortable. Did she address that it was her family at the beginning of the show? How do people know?
I was up front when they walked in, and she asked if I was a comedian. I said, yep. She goes, oh, I am too, blah, blah, blah. And then she said, here's my mom, dad, and grandmother. I'm like, this is going to be awesome.
That's crazy.
So I after my set, I went and sat right by them just so I could see their reaction.
Kudos to her, though. I feel like a lot of porn star turned comedian, they're usually men, so that's good for her. That's cool.
It was weird because we were having a conversation because she has a lot of MILF porn, and she was 30 years old. Like, are you a mom? And she's like, no.
That's so young.
It's like they really don't understand what a MILF is in porn.
Yeah, I guess there's that unspoken rule that you would be more middle-aged, but I don't know. She could be a mom. She could have like a 2-year-old.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. But then you don't really think about that.
No, they're still young.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a crazy industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like it. Didn't you used to do like...
I used to review porn.
Yeah. Okay.
It made me hate porn.
I feel like it's like the Clockwork Orange type experiment, kind of.
Yeah, it was, except, I had to watch a movie, write about it, watch all the extras, write about it, cry a little bit because every review, even though it paid me money, was taking a little bit of something I loved away from me.
Oh, what a bummer.
Yeah. So how are you keeping busy during the quarantine?
I've been mostly doing classes till like 3 or 4 p.m. And then I've been cooking a lot, which has been fun, cooking and baking, going for walks, and watching TV at night. Anything
good? Are you binging anything on the Netflix beside the Tiger King or whatever it's fucking called?
I hated the Tiger King. I've started watching Parks and Rec 2 days before my school shut down, so like March 10th, because we had just come back from spring break, and then the very next day I like threw up and was like, shit. So I didn't go to school, and then 2 days went by, and then they announced that school had shut down. So I was like, ah. So I was watching that when I was sick, and then my parents started watching it. So I watched Parks and Rec like 3 times just so they could get caught up, and then I could watch it. And that was really fun. I love that show.
It's a good show.
It's so good. And it's like really uplifting, but very funny. And now like we're all kind of doubly depressed because we don't have that to watch anymore. So we're just kind of like, ugh.
There's not a lot of good television.
No, and we used to watch like a lot of like, well, my dad's big into both my parents are big into sports or like live shows, but that's not happening. I have been watching Wheel of Fortune. I love Wheel of Fortune. That's been awesome.
I can't stand it.
What?
I'm not a big fan of game shows.
I'm not either, but there's something about that show that just gets me excited for life. That and Jeopardy.
Jeopardy's cool, but it makes me realize how dumb I am when I can't answer questions.
But they're doing the college round now, so the questions are easier, and that's validating.
I think if they do kids Jeopardy, I might be okay.
I don't know. There's some pretty smart kids.
I think I could be on that show. If so, are you smarter than a 5th grader?
Yeah. But even so, they know a lot of stuff I don't know.
But I don't know if I'd want to win that or lose that because it's really bad that, you're not smarter than anyone else but a 5th grader. You can beat a kid.
And then if you win, that's not that big of an accomplishment. You're like, congrats, you're a 45-year-old man, you're smarter than a 5th grader. Like, what do you want? You're
not going to get a parade for that.
Yeah.
The Detroit Free Press isn't going to write an article about you.
No. Although I will say sometime last week, during Wheel of Fortune, when I got really into it again, some guy won like $110,000, and that was electrifying. That was very exciting.
what would you do with $110,000? Like, what would be the one thing you'd buy for yourself?
I need a car.
Okay.
And then also paying off my loans and then my tuition for next year. And then I'd have like 30 grand left over.
I think I would buy a new car and I would go out to LA for a month.
That'd be fun.
And just do jokes.
Would you rather live in LA or New York?
I used to live in New York.
Really?
I will never live there again.
Really?
I lived in Woodside, Queens.
Nice.
I got into a one-sided bar fight while I was there. And it was basically this Irish guy punching me and me not punching back because all of his friends were there.
Yeah.
And you throw back or fight back, all of his friends will join in.
Yeah. That was smart. That was a good way to de-escalate the situation.
Yeah, but I had braces at the time, like for the second time in my life, and when he hit me in the mouth,
oh no.
I just cut myself really bad. It was terrible.
Yeah, that sounds extremely painful.
I had to go to the hospital.
Jesus.
It sucked. It really sucked. All right. Oh. So what's the first show you want to do when we get back to normal?
Oh, I don't know. I have so many I want to do. I was really excited. Brett had this whole week of Rumbles, the Rumble tour that I was on. I was on every single night, and I was going to close the filthiest Rumble at the Indy, and I was so excited for that. That's what I would want to do, but I have no idea when that's going to happen.
I had an amazing set plan for the filthiest Rumble. Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you turn a light on because you are just going dark in there?
I can try. Yeah.
Much better.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm really upset that the Rumbles got canceled.
Yeah, I think Brett is too.
I thought he's taking a break from social media. It looks like.
It looks like it. I don't know if he's completely quit his Facebook. I think it's still like able to send messages and stuff via Messenger, but I haven't seen any. Like I'll search him on Facebook and he's gone.
He must be taking this thing pretty bad.
Well, I talked with him like a week ago and he seemed fine, and then I think he posted a couple things and he seems, I don't know. I mean, he's got Eric and Tanner, which is good, so they keep him company, I'm sure, but
that must be one funny house to live in.
Yeah. They're fun guys.
They are.
And I also missed the house show. I love those house shows.
They're so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to do one of those once we get back into the world.
Yep. What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to anything. I'm hoping to go back to Green Brain at the end of May.
Mm-hmm.
Show there. I think T-Barb and Mylan Stroman were going to headline it.
Oh, nice.
But we'll see we'll see if they want to show there right away.
Yeah.
I want to do the showcase again.
Yeah.
I just want to perform. I've been doing virtual mics lately.
I don't know. I don't enjoy them. I haven't really tried, honestly, but they seem, I don't know.
I did actually last Thursday. I did 3. I host one, and then I did Flappers, and then I did another one out of LA. And the last one out of LA was so much fun because it was just, there was no audience. It was just everyone fucking around. And
that is fun.
I made them laugh, so I'm like, all right, I'm actually funny.
No, yeah, I feel like the one thing that I like about stand-up is hanging out with all the people. So I'm like, I'm down to do a mic with just my friends. But then I did one, or I like watched one, I guess, on Friday. And there were like people in the chat that I didn't know and that weren't showing video and that weren't showing audio. So when we did have moments where we'd like have a conversation or chat, I'm like, oh, they're just listening to my personal conversations now.
Oh, was that Alex Bradley's mic?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to do that, but I got really high.
But yeah, so it was, I mean, I think they could be fun. My internet sucks, so I don't want to like cut out for half of a set or not. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just doing it because I've written some new stuff and I need to try it out there.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
So, but it's not the same thing.
No.
No.
Definitely, yeah. There's a lot of, I mean, classes going virtual, I'm like, yeah, it's a big adjustment, but stand-up, I'm like, you can't fucking replicate it.
No, because you need the audience.
Yeah. You need shared air.
Yeah. But and that's one thing EJ and I were talking about. I miss the hang the most.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
I think that's one of the reasons I'm doing this is to kind of keep the hang going. And
Yeah.
I think
I was thinking about doing like a carpool chat, so having like a group of like 4 comedians do like an hour long just like video call, or however long. Like if I want to go to Lansing, it'd be an hour. If I want to go to Grand Rapids, it'd be 2-hour call, and just to talk to people, because yeah, comedy's fun, but the carpools were the best part.
and I think the one thing about comedy is like you get so many people from different backgrounds. Like if I wasn't doing comedy, I wouldn't have met you or Tanner,
Yeah. Yeah.
John Campbell. Just first of all, age difference. We wouldn't be running in the same circle, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
we're all thrown together. And well, not thrown together. We chose this. We're all of a sudden like we're on the same trajectory of some sort. Like we're all, you know, really serious about the craft and going out there and
Yeah.
putting on the best set that we can.
Yeah.
That, you know, we all have that in common. And it's weird, like I can have conversations with other comics I would never have with any of my other friends.
Yeah. I agree. It's definitely strange. My brother asked me the other day, he's like, do you feel closer with your stand-up friends or with your like friends from high school or your friends from college? I'm like, I don't know. Like there are things I can talk about. Like I can talk about most things with my high school friends, but there are certain things they can't relate to or understand just because they're not doing, like they're not grinding, they're not doing the same shit I'm doing. Like there's a huge sense of conversation topics and like shared commonality that you get just from doing stand-up that you can't replicate with anybody else.
Exactly. Comedy has ruined one of my friendships.
Really?
Yeah, like I had a friend, and you know, he was, for all intents and purposes, he was my asshole friend.
Yeah.
And I got booked to do a show, and like 2 days later, he goes, "Hey, I got tickets for this concert. Can you go?" I'm like, "What's the date?"
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "I have a show that night." He's like, "Skip it." I'm like, I can't. I made a commitment.
Yeah.
And this was like 4 months out, and I could have done it, but you know, it was a good show,
Yeah.
and I wanted to do it. And basically, you know, he just started going on. He goes, you know, comedy has taken over your life. You don't have time for your regular friends. I'm like, that's not true. You know, I post my schedule out there. We can always find time to hang out, or
Yeah.
you could actually come to one of my shows,
Yeah.
which you've never done.
Yeah. I feel
And
like that's extremely manipulative.
yeah, but I think people get jealous when you have something that they can't, they're of something they're not part of.
Yeah.
And when you get older, you'll have friends who just don't really go outside their comfort zone.
Yeah.
You're lucky you're 21. All right.
Yeah.
So we end this by reading. I've become a big fan of Craigslist misconnections. So I am going to read one to you, and hopefully you can create a joke out of it.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah. So this one was from right outside of Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
Hot red-headed cop by Luck Lack today. Something was happening, and you were across the street observing. I liked your handcuffs. Devil emoji. Is there more to that smile?
Oh God. So is the cop the redheaded?
Yes, the cop is the redhead, from what I got from here.
Oh man. I don't know. Like, does the carpet match the handcuffs? Something really hacky. I don't know.
I was gonna say, actually, I have nothing on this one. Nothing. All right, let me give you another one. That was
Okay. Okay.
It's called Walmart. We passed it many times down the aisle. Then I told you the aisle was dangerous. Tell me what aisle it is and what you were wearing.
Oh God. I don't know. I feel like that's why I don't go into Walmart. It's just.
Well, I was going to
unsafe.
say every aisle at Walmart is dangerous.
That's just. I don't know. Is that a misconnection or is that an Amber Alert? Like, it's concerning.
What's more concerning, again, I'll say this. I say this a lot of them. The grasp of the English language is non-existent.
No.
We passed it many times down the aisle. Then they spelled aisle like ISLE, which is
A form of spelling it. Yeah.
And how does one go up to somebody? Hey, baby, this aisle is dangerous. And she's like thinking, yeah, because you're in it.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like some synapses weren't firing there. That's scary.
Has anyone ever tried to pick you up at Walmart?
I don't think I've actually ever been inside of a Walmart, to be honest. But that would be a scary thing if someone tried to pick me up in a Walmart.
All right, let me rephrase. Has anyone tried to pick you up in a Target?
People used to try and pick me up at my job when I worked at Dairy Queen. But
Oh, you worked at Dairy Queen?
yeah, that was my high school job, so I was there for like 6 years.
That's longer than most people last at Dairy Queen.
Yeah, and I don't know why I worked there that long. My sister was there for like 10.
Did you develop a Blizzard addiction?
Yes, I tried to eat it so that I'd get sick of it, and then I just craved it more. So then I got fat, but it was worth it. It was very good.
Have you been back to a Dairy Queen since then?
Yeah, I wanted to go recently, but now I'm skeptical just because of the situation.
It's weird that is Dairy Queen still open?
Mhm.
Huh.
I think the ones that you like sit in are not, but mine was just you walk up to a window and then you order. So I think that's technically
So
fine.
it was just a summer job.
Yep, it was I think October to March. It was or March to October.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So you're doing okay.
You
I
too.
don't know who tomorrow's guest will be because I totally forgot.
Mystery.
I think it's Jay Hunter. Jay Hunter is tomorrow's guest.
Fun.
Yeah. And
Nice.
I hope to see you sooner than later, and we will definitely be on a stage together sometime soon.
I hope so. Nice to see you.
You too.
Bye.